Sheffield, a vibrant, busy city nestled in the heart of the UK on the doorstep of the beautiful Peak District, known as the Green City due to the vast amount of parks and recreational areas. Sheffield is also the birthplace of stainless steel and music bands such as Human League, Def Leppard, Pulp and the Arctic Monkeys. Sheffield is a relatively safe city, however, at night the streets come alive, and with that brings drunks, fighting and a lot of police presence. So join me as I attempt the impossible, a wild stealth camp right in the middle of all of the action, right here on Carver Street, surrounded on all four sides by half a dozen nightclubs, several bars and a few greasy kebab shops. What could possibly go wrong? I thought you'd like this. It's my Christmas party with work, so I've been out and bought some clobber. But if I do drink, I'm not planning on drinking, but if I decide that I'm going to get drunk, then I'm going to sleep in a van. Have a look where I am. I'm in Sheffield. Have a look at this. Right opposite Walkabout in central Sheffield. And over there, if they're still up to it, there's a load of coppers arresting someone. Apart from them people who are in the way. So yeah, it's a prime location. Just realised I've got no hair gel with me. I don't even wear hair gel, but my hair's a complete mess. I'll just take a quick look around Sheffield while I've got an hour to kill. Tell you what, it's a lot harder to film yourself in public when I've not got Amika with me. Everyone just looks. when you're doing it when there's no kids around, no one cares. I mean, when there's kids around, nobody cares.
Merry Christmas, baby. Reindeer's coming out to play. Santa Claus is packing the presents, making sure you've been behaving okay. Merry Christmas, honey. Yeah. The snowman's dusting off his hat, putting on the show for everybody, give them a smile that lasts another year.
There we go, guys, all parked up. Right in the centre of Sheffield. Sorry about poor camera quality. Still not worked out how to use the iPhone properly, so it's probably a bit bouncy and a bit blurry. I don't think I've been on a night out in a town, like properly in a town, for probably at least 4 years. So, yeah, it's very odd. Lots and lots of drunk people around. So good lettuce. Right, I think I'm going in that building there. Woo! Ice everywhere. Right, I better go because get some funny looks. Catch you later on. We're here now, so it's at Cutler's Hall. There's a few people stood outside us, so now no doubt they're work colleagues, so we'll say hello to them. Check this building out. Let's go and get a little wide angle shot of it. Take a look at this building. It's fantastic. So that's Cutler's Hall. And that is where I'm going. Can't believe they let rabble like me in there. Right guys, Christmas party's over. It's 11:45 and it's absolutely heaving in Sheffield and loud and noisy. I'm about to walk around the corner to find out if my van has been stolen or broken into. A moment of truth. There it is, it's still there. Not gonna lie, I was absolutely shitting myself about that, if I'm honest. The problem is now, if I do stay here, look how exposed I am. I was just chatting with one of the lads from work and he said his mates got followed back to his car by 4 lads who tried to take the keys off him and nick his car. In this very car park. car that's next to me is about to go, I'm literally going to be the only vehicle in the middle. Or they just turned up. No, she's getting the ice off the window. Mental. This is mental. Right, so we're in. I've now got to try and get in the back without anybody seeing me. I don't think anybody has noticed. I'm looking around everywhere. Everyone just seems to be preoccupied. Apart from the people next to me, they've gone. So I'm now going to make a mad dash into the back quickly before anyone sees me. And we're in. So I'm now going to put this camera away. I know you can't see me, but what I need to do is I need to get some things from the front because I've hidden everything under the seats, just in case any opportunists did break in quickly and do a runner, they wouldn't have found anything that are under the seats. Or they might have done, but there's less chance of them just finding it on the side. So I'm going to get that stuff out and then I'm going to get in the back and close this van up. All right, we're in. Listen to that racket. So that, if you're listening on your phone, watching on your phone, you won't be able to you probably can't hear the bass, but I can feel the bass and hear the bass from the nightclub literally next door. Stealth camping in Sheffield city centre. I'm still not sure this is a good idea. One thing that I do need to do, which I'm not looking forward to doing, is locking the van. Maybe I should lock it by pressing the button. If I press the button in the front, does that make the indicators flash? I don't know. Not sure. Well, it needs to be locked. I'm going to hang around here for a bit and see what happens. Hopefully nothing. And I can just stay here. I think it's going to be an interesting night. Let's do it. The other thing is as well, guys, the temperature in here is 4 degrees. And I can't put the heater on. So it's also going to be a cold night. It's 4 degrees in here and it's 0 outside. It's going to be a cold one. Right, I've decided I am going to stay here. Unless someone puts a brick through the window, which is unlikely, I think. I think I'll be alright, but I am slap bang in the centre of this car park. I've realised I've got CCTV in the front, although I've changed my modem over because my modem that I had sold with the last van. So I just need to get back in the front quickly without being seen by anybody, ideally. Take a picture of the QR code, get it set back up on the Wi-Fi, and then I'll actually be able to watch what's going on in front of the van. Although I don't know if that's a good idea, because then I might see some dodgy stuff going on and sort of basically crap my pants and want to get out of it. But I mean, who's going to break the window in the centre of Sheffield? Like, seriously? I'm surrounded. Like, there's all bars down that side, there's walkabout there, there's a load of bars on the other side, there's a nightclub there, behind me is another nightclub. I'm in the busiest place in Sheffield. If anything happens, just get in the front, start the engine and drive off. That's all I'm going to do. It'll be fine, I'm sure of it. Tons of police have just turned up. Police everywhere. Alright, bad news, guys. While I was faffing around with the camera, the police spotted me in the front through the window and came over. They must have thought I was nicking the van. And he said, "Is everything all right?" And I said, yeah, everything's fine. And he said, "What are you doing?" And I was like, I said, "I'm either going to go and park up somewhere or I'm going to stay in the van." And he said, "Have you been drinking?" And I said, "No, I've been drinking non-alcoholic beer." I said, "You're welcome to breathalyse me, it's absolutely fine." And he said, "No, the reason I'm asking is it would be better if you went because it's pretty rough around here at night time." He said, "You know, anything could happen while you're asleep in the van." He said, "You're allowed to stay here, but we can't tell you to move, but it's probably better if you didn't stay here." So we're gonna move. What a nightmare, what an absolute nightmare. Well, at least the police know I'm here. That's one good thing, I suppose. So I could stay here, But yeah, if the police are telling me it's a dodgy place to stay, then I should probably take their advice. Right then, I suppose I better move on and listen to what the police say, because yeah, they know best, don't they? It is a dodgy place to stay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the GoPro out and I'm going to film my exit. They've also blocked the road off. Look how cold it is in there. Police have also blocked the road off to stop basically lunatics coming down in cars and running people over. So I don't actually know how I'm going to get out, but they just said, yeah, you can just pull out, it's fine. So, right, let's get sorted and get moved while they're still around, because if there's any knobheads in the street, at least there'll be police there to sort them out for me. Right, I don't even know where my GoPro is. Somewhere in this van. Let's get this stuff packed away so it doesn't rattle around everywhere. And let's get ready for lots of drunken people on what is probably the single busiest night of the year. Friday night before Christmas in Sheffield. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Hey, right. Which way do I go to get out? That way, and then can I go up and then back onto the main tram line straight? Perfect. All right, thanks a lot. Cheers. Well, that wasn't as painful as I thought it was going to be, but I think it was the best idea. The police know best. They're not going to want me to blimey. They're not going to want me causing problems to them in the street anyway, so I don't even know if I'm allowed to drive down here. Where are you going? There is a lot of drunk people around here, including this one. What the hell are you doing? Alright, I don't know how much you can see of me, but we're out of Sheffield, and to be honest, I'm pretty glad I am. There was a lot of activity, there was a lot of drunk people, there was a lot of noise going on. I heard someone smash a bottle as well, and as I was in the front of the cab, two guys walked straight past this window next to me, and they weren't doing anything, they were just walking past, but they looked like pretty dodgy. And yeah, it means that people can walk through the car park, and yeah, I thought the car park was like completely fenced off, but obviously it isn't. They might have jumped over the barrier. So I'm heading to Mamtor. It's a big ask really, but it's 25 to 1 now. I'm thinking of getting up at first light for the sunrise. Although it's a little bit cloudy, but I'll see how the weather is when I get there and what the forecast is. I've got a funny feeling this is going to take me over Stanage Edge and the road's closed. It was the other day, it might be okay now. All the lights have gone off now, the street lights are off, so I'm going to turn this camera off because you probably can't see me anyway, and pay attention to the road. Oh, they turned all the Christmas decorations off, apart from that pub. Almost every shop, every business, every pub, cafe in Castleton have all got a Christmas tree outside. And you're having a laugh, aren't you? It's left, not right. Jesus Christ, sat-nav. Yeah, but they've all turned the decorations off. They're all lit up beautifully, and it'd be so nice to drive down when there's no people here. You can see them all. There's a couple left on.
In 100 yards, at the roundabout, continue straight onto Buxton Road.
Just this little one. Another pub's still got them open. A couple more here. It's so nice when you come down here at Christmas. Castleton is absolutely just beautiful. Where's that light bar? There we go. Right, it's warmed up here. It's not as cold. It's 0.5 degrees. So I am going to drive up when it's past with a light bar on. Hopefully there's no cars coming. Alright, take a look at this. Hopefully no cars come. When it's past with all its beauty. Can I get around this corner without slowing down? It's going to get steeper. Come on, you beauty.
can do it. Let's not go to second. We're going to lose revs. Oh no, I'm going to have to change gear back down to second. I'm not going to make it in third. I must admit, it would have been better coming the other way down when it's passed with a light bar on. Oh, it doesn't like third gear on here, does it? Come on, the final push. You can make it. You can make it. Roads ain't too bad round here.
Good morning, guys. Oh my goodness, slept like a baby. Now I've got that double bed that pulls out with 15cm foam on it. I honestly sleep like a princess in a castle. Clouding over. I don't think by the time I get out and up the hill that I'm going to get the sunrise. I've also lost my socks. I haven't lost them, I didn't get them out. Should we go outside? Come on. Well, good morning from Mamtor. I come off to go at the top this morning and I figured, you know what? I've got the drone. I don't need to go at the top, I can just fly the drone. So I'm actually going to get in the front of the cab. I don't know what's going on with the focus there. Yeah, I'm going to get in the front of the cab and just sit in there and fly the drone. And if you look, it's also snowing. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Let's get some warm clothes on because it is absolutely Baltic out there, and I mean Baltic. Right, let's get out quickly. Let's get this drone up because the sunrise is, I've forgotten. When is the sunrise? I need to check on my phone. Right, so I'm in the middle of flying the drone and obviously I've got 7x zoom on it, so there's a load of people on Mamtor, like an unusual amount of people for a sunrise. Like, and I mean a serious amount of people. So what I do is I put the zoom on to see what's going on. And there's a bride. It's sunrise, 8:24 in the morning, it's absolutely freezing. And she has just got married. How brilliant is that? I'm going to see if we can get some nice pictures of them because that'll be brilliant. Snowing, quite heavy. That's made my morning, that has, seeing them people getting married up there. What a fantastic morning for it. They had a little bit of sunrise, so they would have got the sunrise shots,
And then it just absolutely lashed it down with snow, and it was just completely white, so they've got all the snow going past. I'm hoping that there's some people that were with them that that kind of tag them, you know, on Mam Tour, so I can find out who they are and I can send them the drone footage as well. It's not the best footage because it's quite windy up there, but I'm sure they'd appreciate that, and hopefully the drone didn't get any of their photos. I did try and keep it to the side. Right, well, the snow's come down and covered the floor now, so we shouldn't have a problem with the winter tyres. But I'm going to go straight over the top of the Peak District now, drop down into Manchester. I need to get some Christmas shopping done, so I'm hoping I'll get over to kind of Trafford area before it gets busy, but I think that's wishful thinking. Hopefully it's snowing everywhere and everybody stays inside, but I don't think it will be. I think it'll be raining down in Manchester, because if you've been to Manchester, you'll know that you've never been there when it's sunny. It's always raining. I've seen